Greetings and welcome to PacificSource in the Kitchen. You've probably heard the saying that 20% of the process of getting in shape happens in the gym, while the other 80% occurs in the kitchen. Although the science behind those stats may not be exact, there's no doubt that one of the most common questions dietitians get asked is, what should I eat to get the most out of my exercise? The recommendations can vary depending on the type and amount of physical activity you're involved in. There are some general guidelines you can follow to make sure you're fueling your body before you exercise and giving it what it needs for recovery post-exercise. Today, we'll dive into some strategies to help give you the energy to move and tips to recover afterwards. Lastly, I'll show you how to make my favorite post-workout snack, berry Blast-off Parfaits. So let's get moving. We'll start by chatting about your pre-workout. When you exercise, your body burns energy at a much faster rate than when you're at rest. Think of your body and muscles as a machine or a car. The more vigorous or longer the activity, the more fuel you'll need to perform. Much like gasoline is a car's preferred fuel source, your body's preferred source of energy comes from carbohydrates or carbs. As a rule of thumb, the more natural your source of carbohydrate is, the better it is for fueling your body and packing you a nutritious punch. In general, the most natural sources of carbohydrate can be enjoyed from fresh fruit, dairy products, and whole grains. For a pro tip, try to avoid more refined or simple sources of carbs, including sugar-sweetened drinks, candy, or sweetened dessert foods, as these generally contribute no nutritional value, can promote fat storage in your body, and also do next to nothing to satisfy hunger despite being high in calories. The timing of your pre-workout snack can determine the availability of energy for your body to use. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics recommends consuming a healthy source of carbohydrate 1 to 4 hours before working out. It's generally advised to avoid consuming food immediately before exercise, as doing so may cause gastrointestinal discomfort, which could impede your ability to work out to your fullest capacity. My go-to pre-workout snack is fresh fruit. An apple, banana, pear, or a handful of berries is all I need for adequate fuel. If you're heading into a particularly rigorous fitness routine, feel free to add a small amount of protein, such as peanut butter, nuts, or dairy with this snack to help prep your body for recovery. Protein will be especially important after exercise. Next, let's talk about your post-workout source of fuel. Once you're done exercising, it's generally recommended that you try to eat within an hour to replenish energy to your body and to assist with post-workout muscle recovery and repair. Choosing the right combination of protein-rich foods and wholesome carbohydrates will give your body what it needs to become stronger, faster, and healthier. Protein provides your body with the essential building blocks, or amino acids, for repairing and strengthening your muscles. There are numerous ways to get protein after exercise. Choices include animal meats or seafood, nuts or seeds, dairy products, beans and legumes, soy products like tofu, tempeh, and edamame, and vegetarian meat substitute products. Now, I'll show you how to make my favorite post-workout treat, berry Blast-off Parfaits, which is an incredibly delicious and easy to make recipe courtesy of our friends from Food Hero at Oregon State University. For this recipe, you'll need the following: 1 cup of strawberries, 1 cup of reduced sugar granola, 1 cup of blueberries or berries of your choice, and 1 cup of low-fat Greek yogurt. Now, you can substitute a dairy-free alternative for this ingredient, but be wary of the protein content, as many milk-free options contain very little protein. In general, I'd aim for products that contain at least 8 grams of protein per serving, which is the equivalent of a cup of regular milk. This recipe will prep 4 servings. We've already taken care of the first 3, so let's put together the last. We'll start with a base of strawberries. Next, we'll add some low sugar granola. And it can be easy to make a little bit of mess with this. Next up, we'll add our fresh blueberries. And lastly, we'll top it all off with our Greek-style yogurt. Enjoy immediately or refrigerate within 2 hours. We hope that this recipe and these tips help you to keep moving and feel confident to be your best self. On behalf of PacificSource, be well and take care.